Jaci Solomon. Tonight, the London Nationals face off against the Sarnia Legionnaires. Tonight's story of the game is brought to you by Arby's. Tonight marks the halfway point of the London Nationals regular season, playing 25 out of a total of 50 regular season games. If the London Nationals pull off a win tonight, that will put them 5 points ahead of the second place team. Heading into tonight's game, in both previous matchups between the Sarnia Legionnaires and the London Nationals have been high goal scoring games, totaling just over 20 goals between both teams. Tonight promises to be no different as we look forward to a very exciting high goal scoring game. We're going to go ahead and send it up to Kyle and Jeremy.
Thanks, JC, and you mentioned it right off the top, Kyle, how we have the midway point of the season, the 25th game for the Nationals. What do you expect between the first place team and the 8th place team here tonight?
Well, as JC said, the first two matches have been very high scoring, mostly one-sided in London's favor. I expect we're going to see more of the same tonight.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at the Western Conference standings here in the GOJHL. As we are at the 25-game mark for the Nationals, you can see there on your screen, 19-3-2. A win tonight puts them at the 20-win mark, 42 points. JC mentioned it. They could be 5 points up on the St. Mary's Lincolns, and then you can see the Sarnia Legionnaires currently in the 7th position. A bit of a down season for the Sarnia Legionnaires in a rebuilding phase. They drop off their captain, O'Leary DeLosa. He drops down to the junior C level, looking for him to build a championship at the junior C level. But for a team like Sarnia, currently in the 7th seed, what do you expect from them heading into their halfway point and down the stretch?
Well, I think they just need to look, figure out, see what young players are doing good, which ones you want to keep around for next year, which ones maybe might not make the team.
Yeah, so we'll take a look now at the Rylan Bowers. He's got an absolutely hot streak going on, currently at 17 games. He's been putting on a point clinic so far. You know, another guy that's going to be a key here for the Nationals down the stretch.
Yeah, you look at this here, 17-game point streak for him, and that's the second 17-game point streak by a London National this season. Riley Wood had one that ended on the 30th of October, and that's the 4th longest point streak since the league became the GOJHL in 2008. London National Adam McKee holds the record 22-game point streak back in 2010. Rylan Bowers only been held up the score sheet once this year against the Kitchener Weathers Siskin back in the showcase in September.
Yeah, and then Sarnia, again, O'Leary DeLosa, no longer the captain. He's now no longer with the team, and now the Legionnaires have a new captain.
Yeah, that's right. Let's take a look here. Kruger played 114 games for the Legionnaires, 34 points in his career. Not a goal scorer, but is an experienced guy, maybe a leader on this team. Show these young players how to win or how to play properly in GOJHL.
Absolutely. As we'll take a look at tonight's starting netminders in tonight's game for the Nationals, it is Mr. Consistency Aiden Barry, 17 games played, 12-2-1 with a 3.27 goals against and a 9.13 save percentage. And on the other side, it is Ethan Everhart. He has played 11 games with a 3.71-0 record, 5.13 goals against, and an 8.78 save percentage. Everhart was here last time for the Nationals home opener, and the Nationals put up 8 goals against. So we're going to certainly see if the high-scoring offense of the Nationals can put up a lot of goals here tonight. And with that, we'll send it to the ice for our pregame ceremonies.
Forward, number 17, Shane Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Western Fair District Sports Center for tonight's GOJHL contest between the visiting Sarnia Legionnaires and your London Nationals. Prior to tonight's performance of the national anthem, the London Nationals wish to acknowledge the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenapehoik, and Adelawandran peoples whose traditional lands we are gathered upon this evening. Fans, will you now please stand if you are able, remove your hats, and join Candace Virgo in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on
And with the anthems completed, we will take a look at tonight's Paul Salvador Masonry keys to the game.
For Sarnia, key tonight will be transition offense and defense. Last matchup between these teams, Sarnia scored 2 of their 3 goals in transition. However, London had 3 goals of their own on odd man rushes, so Sarnia will need to cut down on London's odd man rushes as well as capitalize on theirs to have a shot tonight in tonight's game. And for London, it's going to be a quick start. Sarnia scored 48 seconds into the game in the last matchup. However, London has scored 14 and 12 seconds into periods against the Legionnaires in the past, so we could see some early action in tonight's game.
Yes, indeed, as we're about to get ready for a puck drop here at the Western Fair Sports Center. London versus Sarnia, the number 1 seed and the number 7 seed as the puck is dropped. And this game is underway, and here's Braden Thompson trying to get possession. He'll just send that one in deep. And back to go get it there is French. French gets it down low. Sarnia does pick this one up, and in a loose puck down low into the corner it goes. And Sarnia will try to get this one out. Picking up the puck there is Cameron Graham. He just recently got added in a trade from the Chatham Maroons as that puck is sent down the ice. Icing is negated. It's back there to get it is Owen McKinnon. French down low. National trying to get the puck out. Long stretch pass, and they find Braden Sanity. Sanity with a shot deflects off of the knee, and it'll work down low into the corner. Picking the puck is Sean Doherty. Down low he finds McLean. McLean loses the puck. It'll go back up to the side where the Nationals will try to keep it in. They do. And here's the newest addition for the Nationals, Nolan Connolly, number 5, as he had possession, and he'll get it back up once again. Puck works down low, and now Jake McGrail has it, and he'll swing it up the far left side. He'll work its way back to the point there to Curtis Hagee, and he sends that one back in, and Sarnia making a change. London will change their defense. Puck dumps in there by Graham. And now Captain Owen McGowan picks it up. He'll go off the backhand, and he'll work its way to the far side. Here's Sam O'Reilly just missing the pass there, and now Jerome Emmett Pegram will pick it up. Feeds it over to Graham. He'll try to get through the legs of Curtis Hagee, but Hagee just shoves him off the puck. The Nationals will try to get this one out, and they do. But Sarnia does send it back down in deep for Owen McGowan. McGowan stops up, looks up ice. He sends it towards the far right side to Bowers, but it will go off his stick, and icing is negated. And back to get it now is Wesley Brooks. Brooks will work this one up. He'll get it here to Graham, but it works back to Curtis Hagee, and now it back is to the Nationals captain. McGowan in and out, walks the line. Here's a shot. That's a blocker stop there off the glass. And now the Nationals will try to work the cycle game. Here's Riley Wood. You mentioned Kyle Wood had a point streak going himself of 8 games. One of the longer streaks in the GOJHL this season. Sarnia will work this one up the ice, and now there to retrieve the puck is Marcy. Marcy loses it. And now the game back to direction. Here's Talon Palmer over to Wood. Wood tries to make the in and out move, does not work, and Sarnia regains possession. Dumping that one in is Dupuis, and now Carson Lloyd will pick this one up for the Nationals. Lloyd stopped behind his net, behind Aiden Berry, the Nationals netminder in tonight's game. Here's Lloyd passing it over to Michael Kopchuk. Palmer sends that one in. London's going to get a line change. 3 minutes into this game, no score here at the Western Fair on a Wednesday night tradition here on London Brew Up and Pull Up Hockey here on Rogers TV. Sarnia with a shot towards the net, and Aiden Berry will make his first stop of the night at the 16:49 mark of the first period.
Yeah, this game kind of back and forth both ways, just on chances. Not a lot of shots so far, just one apiece.
Both teams just trying to find their footing on early on in tonight's contest. Time off it, ejected from the face-off circle. And in to take it now will be Sean Doherty. Doherty wins it clean, kept at the line. Good keep there by the Legionnaires D as it works back down low. Kopchuk going into a battle there with the new captain, Kruger, sending out in front. Here's a shot, loose out in front, and it goes behind the net. And so far, Sarnia has their legs so far here early on in this game. Shot again from the point through some traffic, but it works down low to Kopchuk. Not able to get a strong enough rim around, and now Sarnia trying to fight this one back. Dylan Dundas, he'll try to find his man in Zurich. Puck comes out, and so now the Nationals will regroup here with Lloyd. Lloyd elects to keep the puck. He'll feed off his man. He's going to continue up the ice. Goes the in and out move. He's in, and here comes a delayed penalty. And it looks like it's going to be a tripping call right out in front of the net. And there's a good puck play by Carson Lloyd. Earns the Nationals a power play.
Yeah, nice puck play here by Carson Lloyd, just cutting into the Sarnia zone. Tried to make a play, guarded the puck away, so they had to go for the feet and took him out.
Yeah, certainly a scoring chance there for Carson Lloyd taken away, and now London will go to the power play, ranked #1 in the Western Conference at 25.6%.
Sarnia does not have a great penalty kill here. 9th in the West, 66.7% penalty kill.
We'll see if London can capitalize here as McGowan will work it down low to Lucas Chard. Chard and McGowan always on this top power play unit for the Nationals. Here's Sam O'Reilly back in the Nationals lineup after suffering an injury, and he's glad to see him back in the lineup. Chard goes down low. Trying to find O'Reilly up in the high slot, and he does get the puck. He'll slow things down and give it back to his captain. O'Reilly walks, finds Bowers, shoots. That's a pad save there by Everhart. Back to McGowan. Goes down low again to Chard. They'll play catch here along the sidewall. Give it back over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly walks in. He tries a shot. Does not work, and they'll see if they can regain possession, and they do, as O'Reilly gets it back over to Chard. Chard looking for the open man. He has Bowers far side, and he just too strong of a pass there over to Rylan Bowers, who's on that incredible point streak right now, currently sitting at 17 games. As again, here's a pass down low, trying to find Chard, but unsuccessful there as Bowers once again has control. Bowers waiting to find an opening. Puck goes towards the net. Here's a chance out in front, and the Nationals can't touch it, and now they can, as there was a potential hand pass. As once again, McGowan finds O'Reilly walking in. Here's the shot, and that one misses far left side. Puck stays in, but McGowan has to regroup and give it back to O'Reilly. We've seen O'Reilly here at the Western Fair on one night here a few weeks ago where he had to play D. So something he's used to as the puck goes towards the net, and Lucas Chard will have to regroup in the corner. So play puck protection here to Bowers. Bowers looking for an opening on the far side. Can't find one. So he dishes it back to McGowan. McGowan over to O'Reilly. He loses it, and the Legionnaires try to catch them napping as the puck goes out of play into the London bench. Just 7 minutes gone here. Or pardon me, 6 minutes gone into this first period. Again, you mentioned it, Tom. Not a lot of shots on the net right now as it's favored 3-1 in favor of the Nationals. And here's French. This secondary scoring line has proved a menace so far as that play is called offside. So again, guys like Thompson and Sanity, you know, what do you expect from them here tonight as you want to get secondary scoring?
Secondary scoring is a big part of the lineup, especially tonight. We didn't mention it off the top, but no Jacob Julian tonight for the Nationals.
Yeah, certainly a big loss in the lineup here tonight, as Julian did play for the London Knights last night, but out of the lineup here tonight for the Nationals, as Sarnia has control with it, and here's Colton Graham. Graham loses control, and now the Nationals do have possession once again. They're working up to Sanity, but good defensive play there by Tanner Weingart as he blocks out Sanity. Here's Graham. Trying to send this one up here, and here's Michael Kopchuk to the Nationals. He'll rim that one down into the Sarnia zone. And Everhart will just play it. And he'll rim it around the boards, turned over there to Thompson. Thompson down low there in a battle. And Sarnia tries to gain control, but good keep in by the Nationals as they're wanting to keep it in, and they will lose it, and they'll work their way back into the neutral zone here with Carson Lloyd. Here comes Lloyd coming in. He finds Thompson. He'll work it back down low to Lloyd. And a nice little move there by Lloyd, but he's unable to keep possession of the puck as Braden Thompson tries to throw a hit there, and he misses his check. And now he's in a battle there with McKinnon and Talon Palmer. He played well here last weekend, one of his better games as a National. They'll try to hand it out. Owen McKinnon keeps it in alive at the blue line. And now Sarnia will control, and they're out. Sending it down low and in to get it. Here's Lavender. Lavender, Marcy with a centering feed. Loose out in front of the net, and it's loose. And it goes to the far side. Dangerous scoring chance there for the Legionnaires. And they weren't able to get a shot off it. Here's Riley Wood. Wood sends it towards goal. Pad save by Everhart. Goes down low, back into the corner for Palmer. Palmer sending it back towards McKinnon. He gets it off the skate, and now a foot race for it. A good battle there by McKinnon, not allowing Lavender to gain possession, as once again Riley Wood has it here at the blue line. In and out move. And he wasn't able to gain the blue line, as now he has to wait for his forward group, and he'll just shoot that puck in. Loose out in front, and a funny bounce. Everhart had to be careful there, as that almost crept towards the front of the goal. Nationals keep it in at the line. They'll get it down low. Here's a chance, and oh, that was a close call there, as Logan Paceroff was down low trying to get a close opportunity. Palmer with the hit there. He lays out Josh Glavin. Again, they work it down low. Palmer trying to make the pass to Wood. Does not work. Wood keeps it alive, and here comes Owen McGowan. He's got some room on that left side. He walks right in and out move, shoots, and no shot. As good stick wear there by the Legionnaires were able to not allow McGowan any good shot. Is now Aiden Barry's out of his net. He's going to play it to the far side to Dylan Dundas. Dundas gives it to his captain, McGowan. McGowan's going to try to find Zurich in the stretch pass. And now they have to regroup outside in the neutral zone. Dundas tries to pass it back to himself. He does get it back. And now he works in. Here's the shot. Blockered off by Everhart. And again, Dundas shoots it again. And Everhart's going to make the pad save. And he says that's enough, as he'll make the glove save.
Jerry, one thing I've noticed is we've gotten about the halfway mark in this game so far, that Sarnia's taking notice when Rylan Bowers is on the ice, not giving him any room to work so far early.
Yeah, certainly when it's a key player like Bowers, you want to try to have your coverage around him a lot, especially when he's on that hot point streak like he is. Sebastian Zurich will dump that one in. Everhart out to play it. And he'll give it to his defense partner, and now they'll work the puck out. Sarnia has some speed here, and they have numbers as they work it down low into the London zone. Curtis Hagee does a good job with the puck protection, and he does get it out to the neutral zone, and Sarnia will just chip it back into the London zone. McGowan finds Dundas. Dundas is going to race for it here against Pegram, and Pegram's going to be the first one to it. Fast-paced here, first period, 6-2 shots on goal for the Nationals. Here's a chance here for Dundas. He's going to cut across. And once again, no shot, as again, the Sarnia D are active with their stick, not allowing them to get any real dangerous scoring chance up. As Maitland gets this puck inside, he'll try to swing this one down low and try to find his man in Colton Graham. Graham in a battle there down low with Zurich and Carson Lloyd. And the whistle is blown, and we have a penalty call, and it's going to be a charging call made. As our first period sponsor, J&F Concrete and Ready Mix. So it looks like a charging call is coming here to the Nationals, and the Legionnaires are going to head to their first power play of tonight's game. And I believe the play happened along the far end boards.
Let's take a look right here, Jeremy. Yeah, you see a couple too many strides for the ref's liking, so that means that Dylan Dundas will sit for 2.
Sarnia will go to their power play as here's Weingard. Looking over to Glavin. Glavin will put her back to power play. Here's a shot right on, and Aiden Berry will make the save there, and no rebound available.
One thing I've noticed is Aiden Berry in his career, he is very good with rebound control. Doesn't give up a lot of rebounds.
Yeah, that's something that we have seen the past few seasons with Aiden Berry is, like you mentioned, doesn't allow any real dangerous rebounds, just calm, cool, and collected. Carson Lloyd gains control. Good stick there by Weingard as he's able to knock that puck down right at the blue line, and Sarnia will try to gain into the London zone. Here's Kopchuk. He loses his stick off the referee, and he's able to get away with it as the Nationals are able to shoot that puck down into Sarnia territory. Here's Glavin. He'll try to set up the Sarnia power play. Good stick there by Chard. Chard and Sanity are out here going to kill this penalty here for the Nationals. The Nationals have the third best penalty kill, going at an 83.6 efficiency, as Weingard had a chance to shoot there, but he wasn't able to gain control of the puck. Here's Lloyd. He'll send this one down, and Lucas Chard is going to chase Glavin. Chard trying to get his stick in there, unsuccessful. Puck goes off the feet, and now Glavin does pick this one up with 45 seconds to go in the Sarnia power play. Glavin tried to make a pass, almost turned over to Sam O'Reilly. And now Sarnia has their way in numbers. It looks down low. Newest addition again, Nolan Connolly. Looks into the point. Here comes a chance for the Legionnaires. Looks it back. Here's Pegram. Pegram shot on goal. Loose puck around the crease, and Aiden Berry finds it. And he's able to gobble that one up as there was a couple Legionnaires down low looking for that loose puck.
Yeah, let's look at their last scoring chance here. Nice puck movement here on the power play. Pegram with the shot from the point, and 3-4 players in front. None of them can really get a stick on it, so Berry jumped on it to make sure there was no rebound.
Face-off won by the Legionnaires. Here is Pegram. He feeds it over here to Jackson Priddle. Here's a shot, and that one just goes off the side of him as McGrell took the one-timer, and he has control now. Centering feed, and here comes an interesting situation for the Nationals as they're in 3-on-1. Here's Dundas. Dundas trying to find Palmer, but a great defensive play by Pegram as he's able to go on a knee. Pegram has the puck now. He's going to just flip this one up and out of the zone, and it goes to McKinnon. McKinnon gains the blue line, waits for some Nationals to come back with him. Here's Connolly. Connolly keeps possession, takes a hit by Moffat. Chance out in front, good little spin move by Wood, but it's unsuccessful. And here come the Legionnaires the other way. Stretch feed does not work as they tried to feed Ty Moffat, and he wasn't able to get that pass. Puck works down back into the Sarnia zone as McLean feeds it over. Up and into the penalty boxes as the face-off will occur just outside of the Sarnia zone. 6:41 to go, and we haven't seen the high-scoring play of the Nationals yet so far.
No. Let's take a look here in this last play by Dundas trying to make a pass, but Pegram with a nice defensive play. Sarnia's coming here with a purpose tonight. They're playing really well defensively.
Playing a more shutdown role, trying to limit the Nationals to their high scoring, obviously a #1 seed in the West. You try to slow them down and just play more of a trap game as offside is called at the Sarnia line. And again, with the Nationals, they are officially at the midway point in the regular season. Game number 25, looking for win number 20. And a win tonight would have put them 5 points clear of the St. Mary's Lincolns, a team that gave London trouble in here a couple weeks ago, a 7-1 loss to the Lincolns. So something that London has revenge for. Here's French, tried to find Sanavy, and Sanavy does get the puck. Braden Sanavio, he has a chance here out in front. Here's the shot, rebounds loose in front of the side of the net. And Curtis Hagee gets back control. Good stick there by Doherty as he's able to get that one out. And it sends it back here to McGowan. McGowan tried to feed Braden Thompson, it did not work. And now the Nationals will try to get in. And it'll go off on the offside as we have a National down on the ice, as he might have gotten maybe the butt end of a stick up into the cage.
Looks like it might be Braden Thompson there on the ice. It got the butt end.
See how that potentially happened here on the replay.
Let's take a look at mentioning Braden Thompson. He was involved in the last scoring chance for the Nationals. Nice open slot, had a lot of room, but he just shot right in the pad. And here we see Braden Thompson, right into the cage, and that is not good.
It looks like he's rolled over, and
that's
looking
always good
better
to see.
for the wear.
That's always a positive sign when he can get up on his own. So.
Yeah, so we'll get another look at it here. He was trying to get through, and it looks like he might have gotten hit by a shoulder,
Maybe an elbow, and he's crossing the blue line.
Yeah, and he's on the London bench. Looks like he's not going to go to the room, so that's certainly a positive sign for the Nationals. Stretch feed, and this one's going to go for icing here, so another face-off inside of Sarnia territory. Shots now read 7-4 in favor of the Nationals, and like you mentioned, Kyle, the Legionnaires are doing a good job of just playing solid defensive hockey, not allowing anything in the middle of the ice, keeping London to the outside. Chardon to take the draw, he wins it. Bowers with the little chip shot, and it goes down low into the corner. Picking this puck up will be Jackson Brookbeck, a call up here for the Legionnaires tonight. And now London trying to gain control, but Brookbeck does a good job of winning possession. And now Sarnia is inside of London's territory. Carson Lloyd in a battle down low. He ends up winning it and sends it around the boards. Bowers down there trying to win possession. 3 Nationals and now 2 Legionnaires going in for it. Puck still down there as that puck has not moved yet. Bowers trying to get it as it looks like maybe Kopchak has pinned it towards the wall, and now it comes out and it'll get outside, and now Weingart collects it. Passes it over to McGrail. McGrail tried to get it in there, and they do. And now here's Brookbeck. Brookbeck trying to make a centering ice feed. And here comes Ryland Bowers and Sam O'Reilly. This is a high-scoring line, as this maybe is a new look top line here for the Nationals. Here's Bowers. Nice little backhand move. Going here to O'Reilly. O'Reilly trying to find the shot. Loose puck behind the net. Centering feed. Net comes off the moorings. And so a face-off will happen to the left.
Jeremy, you mentioned this line is high scoring, and I think this scoring opportunity can show you why. Let's look at the puck movement between these 3 guys here. O'Reilly with the initial chance. Bowers tried to clean it up, but he just missed. And then behind the net, and net got knocked off to negate the scoring chance, but that is a very potent line.
Certainly lots of goals on that line, especially for guys like Chard and O'Reilly who like to light the lamp. As that puck gets sent into the far corner, as Riley Wood will collect it. They have a man out here in Palmer. Palmer tries to deflect that up and over into the net, and he's unable to cash in. Legionnaires will get this one out, but London does get possession as Connolly picks it up for Palmer. Marcy does a good job of collecting it and reworking it back down low to his defense. McKinnon trying to get a strong stick there. There's Logan Paceroff trying to get the puck as well, as they battle for right out in front of the London bench. Sarnia comes in onside, and they try to get the puck. Here's Palmer. Puts it down low. McKinnon has to be careful as he loses possession. He does a great job on the second chance effort of regaining possession. Him and Ryan Richardson have been battling down low there, trying to gain possession, and now the Nationals will try to just chip it up and out, and they do. And now a foot race for it, as once again Palmer trying to get, Logan Paceroff gets it, as here comes a chance for the Nationals. Here's Palmer going to the backhand, trying to regroup it out in front, and not able to do so, as Everhardt's able to pick that sliding puck up with his glove and make a save.
Let's look at that last chance again here. Taylor Palmer, individual effort, tried to go inside out, just got knocked off at the last second, couldn't quite get a shot off.
Face-off won by the Legionnaires, but the Nationals do keep it in. Good job there at the line there by Zurich. Zurich loses sight of the puck. Stays inside. And now Sarnia will try to get this one back out. Here's Brooks. Brooks, one of the assistant captains here for this Legionnaires team. Shot right onto Aiden Barry, and he's going to just decide, I don't want to play this one. I'll play to the whistle. So roughly 3 minutes to go here. What are your thoughts so far on the Sarnia team? You mentioned how they're doing a really good job of playing solid defensive hockey, so something to look forward to here in tonight's contest.
Yeah, they've looked, it'll be interesting to see if they can keep it up second and third. They've came out in this first period with a purpose, though, not giving London any chances.
Legionnaires win this one, shot right on. Here's the rebound, and that one just misses wide as another good scoring opportunity for the Legionnaires right off the faceoff. Tipped in there by Moffat, and it'll go up and into the Nationals bench, so the faceoff will occur just outside of London territory.
Yeah, we just mentioned Sarnia's been good defensively. They've also had a couple good chances in the London zone tonight. That one there, Barry's two nice saves to just kick it aside and keep Sarnia off the board.
London wins control, but again, Sarnia gains possession. Centering feed down low. Good bag save there by Aiden Barry on the pad. Still loose out in front of the net. The Nationals working. They'll have numbers the other way, 3-on-2. Trying to find French there on the far side. Not able to do so, but they do keep it in. McGowan. Stretch feed, no one home. And this one will work back here to Curtis Hagee. Hagee stretch feed, trying to catch the Legionnaires on a change. Here's French. French drops to Sanovi. Sanovi shoots. And it's in the net, they score! Braden Sanovi, he gets on the board, and it is 1-0 London.
Well, Jerry, we just talked about how good Sarnia's been defensively. They just got caught napping here. Bad change. Sanovi fires, and goalie cannot keep it under control. That's a nice shot there. Goal number 8 on the season for Braden Sanovi.
And you talked about how in the keys to the game that these two teams in the past, London scored 3 odd man rushes in that contest in the first meeting, and that was a similar situation there. Sarnia getting a late change. Nice drop pass over to Sanovi, and he's able to cash in and get the Nationals on the board here in this first period late. Here's Rylan Bowers. He's still not on the board yet. We'll see if he can get another point and add to the point streak that he is currently on. Here's Chard. Chard has a chance to walk out in front. He'll do so. And a shot right on, and Everhardt's going to make that stop. And now you're starting to see the Nationals start to increase their shot total. 11-8, the shots on goal now in favor of the Nationals as they elect to keep that top line out there now, with Lloyd and Kopchuk on defense. Chard will be waved out, so it looks like Bowers will take this draw. He'll win it clean, back to Lloyd. Lloyd over to O'Reilly as he tried the one-timer from the blue line. And here's Pegram. Gives it down low to his partner in Brooks. Brooks kept in by Kopchuk. Brooks gets it back over to Pegram. Pegram will get this one up and out. Here comes maybe an odd man rush here for the Legionnaires as they did a great job right at the line to keep it in. So now another odd man rush here for the Nationals. O'Reilly, shot. That one goes up and out of play as another close call there as another odd man rush there for the Nationals.
Yeah, London's starting to up the pressure now. You talked about it earlier. Sarnia needs to limit the odd man rushes for London. Their goal came on one. Here's another one. 2-on-1 chance. O'Reilly elected to keep it himself, fired it just high.
Yeah, he had Rylan Bowers on the far side, but I don't think he would have been able to hit Bowers as Bowers was kind of caught in between whether opening the stick for the shot or maybe going for the rebound as we are underneath the final minute of play here in period number 1. As Weingard will ring it down up to the blue line. Kopchuk again, a great job at keeping it in. And now the Nationals will come in. Here's Logan Paceroff. Shot to flex down low, trying to cash in on the back door and not able to as Everhardt makes that stop with 39.4 seconds to go here in this first period. Again, we're at the halfway point in this season. Teams now figuring out who they are, and once again the Nationals at the top of the standings, proving that this team can maybe get a deep run into the playoffs. As now the Nationals will control it. They'll flip it high down back into Sarnia territory as Palmer will just shoot that one back in. Sarnia gains control. So Chivett trying to find the stretch pass and find Lavender, not able to. As now here comes Nolan Connolly, the newest addition to the Nationals. Connolly does a great stick, trying to maybe find Logan Paceroth far side. Here comes a shot on goal by Riley Wood, unsuccessful. Puck still loose in near the slot area as that one will get flipped up and out of play. The period ends, and after one period of play, the London Nationals are up 1-0. You're watching the London Brew-Up and Co-op Nationals hockey here on Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Wednesdays on City TV.
I guess it's just another day in the ED, huh?
Get ready for what comes next.
Ready?
Let's do this.
That's what we train for. Go with them, get everything you can get. Hit them fast. Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. All new episodes Wednesdays on City TV. What a night. Or stream on City TV Plus, the app, or citytv.com.
With clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play, and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
You're watching Rogers TV, London.
Welcome back, fans. I'm here with newly named captain of the Sarnia Legionnaires, Braden Kruger. How does it feel to be named a new captain halfway through the season?
It feels good. Obviously, we miss Will since he left, but hopefully we can pick up where we left off with him and do some good the rest of the season.
In the off season, you play junior B lacrosse up in Owen Sound, back home where you're from. How is that playing in the off season?
It's pretty good, keeps me in shape. Just love to travel still and play competitively as long as I can.
You guys are down 1 goal going into the second period, a lot closer game than maybe your past 2 previous matchups. What are you looking to do to kind of lead your team going into the second period?
We just got to keep battling, keep getting pucks deep, and keep pressure on them. Hopefully wear them out and score some goals.
Thanks so much, Braden. We'll be right back with more London Nationals Bruin Co-op hockey right after this.
Treaty in Cree is Naskomitoin, an oral agreement. And our agreements were always spoken. For George Spence, the core of treaty was Wichihioin, to help one another.
And so we, the commissioners...
He was there for the making of Treaty 9, where the Cree were told...
We will honor this agreement together, for as long as the sun shines and the waters flow.
The Cree made their mark because they were assured that the land would be shared, and they would always be able to harvest what they needed. George Spence was my great-grandfather. In his life, he saw many promises of the treaty go unfulfilled.
Treaties were essential to the creation of Canada. First Nations still fight for the agreements to be honored.
Did you know all the camera operators for tonight's game are volunteers? Rogers TV volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. If you're interested, visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. 1-0 here as we are in this first intermission. And Kyle, what are your thoughts after 20 minutes of play? London up 1-0.
Yeah, we mentioned it, that London's up 1-0, but I think the story of the game as far as Sarnia of how they've played, they've came out and for about the first 15, 16 minutes, they did not let London have anything on the middle, in the slot. Everything was to the outside. They were getting sticks on all kinds of plays. But London's strength is showing now at the end of the period as they got that goal there from Braden Sanavy.
Absolutely, as we'll take a look at the goal of that, Braden Sanavy did score. And once again, good puck possession. They got it into the middle of the ice. It was a good drop pass here, and Sanavy just walks in, able to beat Everhart right in between the glove, right where you want to put it for the shot, and that's where we are right now, 1-0 as it stands. You can see in the scoring summary, Sanavy from French and Hagee. And again, shots currently 13-8 in favor of the Nationals. And again, the Nationals, that high-scoring offense, we've seen in their previous matchups how they have been able to score 8 goals, 16 in their last two meetings. So we'll talk about the goaltending now, and we'll start first with Mr. Consistency and Aiden Barry.
Yeah, Barry's been really good tonight so far. He hasn't had many high danger shots, but he's made the saves he's had to. That was a nice little pad save, and then right on the power play, good puck move by Sarnia, right into the chest. That could have been a dangerous one there for Sarnia, but that right there was the best scoring opportunity they had. Barry turned aside both.
Okay, and Barry was certainly busy in period number 1, and also was Carter Everhart as well for the Legionnaires. He was busy as well, facing 13 shots. He allowed the goal, but other than that, I thought he played really solid.
Yeah, Everhart's had a good game so far. Let's take a look here at some of the saves he made in the first period.
And when you're a team like the Legionnaires and Everhart, your job is to try to make sure you can provide a win for this team, and only being down 1 goal here after 20 minutes is something you want to take pride in as a goaltender.
Yeah, you do. Goaltenders are the last line of defense, and when you play good, the rest of the team in front of you might give them a little extra shot of confidence because they're like, oh, this guy might be able to steal us a game here if you keep playing like that.
Yeah, for sure. And then you talk about the Nationals, Jacob Julian not in the lineup tonight. A guy like him, what's the Nationals going to need to do to provide the offensive presence with a guy like Julian out of the lineup?
It's going to have to come from the bottom 6. Bottom 6 is going to have to step up here and get that secondary scoring that every team looks for to make them successful.
And then
guys
for
like Braden Sanavy.
Absolutely. And then for Sarnia, what do they need to do heading into the second period? Only down 1. What do you expect from them to try to attack the zone and try to score here on Aiden Barry?
I think they just need to keep playing how they have been, because they've been able to get into the middle and get some scoring chances. Just throw some pucks on net, see what happens. It's hockey, anything can happen.
Absolutely. And then one more question for you. You look here, it's only 1-0, and for London, what do they have to do to try to continue the offense? As we've seen, they've always been high scoring.
I think we saw there at the end of the period when they start up the pressure a little bit, started getting into the middle of the zone more, just more of that, more hard forecheck and get into the middle, dirty areas, and goals should come. And that should be the key to success for London.
The name of the game is trying to get the pucks into the back of the net, and that's what we'll see if these teams can do here heading into the second period. You're watching London Brewing Co-op Nationals Hockey here on Rogers TV.
I'm sure right now a lot of you feel like you aren't able to be who you truly are.
What's most important, more important than everybody else knowing who you are, is that you know who you are.
As a young person, time moves slower for you. And just know that things will get better.
It Gets Better Canada is a registered Canadian charity with a focus on uplifting our queer youth through the power of digital storytelling.
As a Two-Spirit person, I use they, them pronouns, but that's not the case for every Two-Spirit person.
There are so many voices out there that we didn't have 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
No matter what your mind tells you, you really are perfect the way you are, so stop beating yourself up so much.
I'm gonna be a boy in a dress, because why not?
Your identity is explosive.
We all have our unique journeys, but one thing that connects us all is the desire to be happy, the desire to celebrate being our authentic selves.
We can be hurt. We can be bruised. We can be broken. Slowed down, confused, and even numbed. But we can't be defeated. We're built on a foundation that's strong, our mission unwavering, and together we'll beat as one.
Game Day London takes readers behind the scenes and beyond the box scores, offering news, analysis, long form, and interviews, all produced by local journalists. Catch the coverage at GameDayLondon.com. As we'll take a look at our Paul Duarte and Associates shots on goal, we mentioned it 13-8, so it's close on the shots on goal mark as the Nationals lead 1-0. And our next contest will be next Wednesday here at the Western Fair in the Battle of Oxford Street as the Camoka Kings come to town. Always a fun matchup. Camoka currently sitting down at the bottom of the standings, currently in the 9th position. So certainly something to look forward to there for the next Wednesday matchup. And now we'll take a look at the rookie scoring here in the GOJHL as Sam O'Reilly is back in the London lineup tonight. And even though he's been away, missing a couple of games, you can see right there on your screen, he's still 2 points up, even though he hasn't played the same amount of games as these other rookies.
Yeah, you see that? 33 points, 19 games. That right there shows why the London Knights were so high on this kid and drafted him in the second round, the last June or whatever, or last draft, I should say.
Yeah, Sam O'Reilly certainly can put the puck in the back of the net. He has been called up by the London Knights a few times already this year, and he's been looking really good here on the Nationals. Again, 15 goals with 18 assists. Certainly something that he wants to continue having, a successful rookie campaign here for the Nationals as both teams come on out for the start of period number 2. Now, and again, for the Nationals, only having the one goal, that high-octane offense, they have scored a total of 119 goals on the campaign, only allowing 76. So for a team like the Nationals, it's something that they want to continue to build, the high-scoring offense. Again, their previous 2 matchups, it was an 8-3 and an 8-2 victory for the Nationals. So Sarnia doing a good job so far through 20 minutes of keeping the Nationals at bay and wanting to keep this low scoring compared to the previous 2 matchups. So what do you expect here in period number 2 for the Sarnia Legionnaires? Expect the same, play tight defensive style hockey, or do you expect them to be a little more aggressive?
I think they're going to go a little more aggressive here because they are trailing in the scoreboard. So they're going to have to try and get some more shots on Avebury, maybe something to go in. And it's hockey, just throw it on the net. Weird things happen sometimes, so.
Yeah, so we saw that last night at the London Knights game where George Diaco just threw it off of a skate and it bounced right in. So certainly throwing it at the net, good things do indeed happen. As we're ready to go here for period number 2, as the Thompson line is out there, and there's the goal scorer with the puck, Braden Sanavy. Sanavy finds the stretch pass here to McGowan. McGowan will work it down low, and the Nationals will start the cycle game, centering it out in front. As Curtis Heggie keeps it in, high shot, goes back down low. Brady Thompson, he takes a hit. The Nationals trying to work this way up the blue line, get it to McGowan. He'll send it back down low. But here's Thompson. Thompson runs right into the referee, and Sanavy picks it up. Tough spot for the referee there as he had nowhere else to go, and then Sanavy just runs right into him. As this one now will be a foot race, as back to get it will be Curtis Hagee, as He'll defend, but he ends up losing possession of the puck, and Sarnia picks it up. And now here's Owen McGowan behind the net. He likes to carry it outside and goes with a burst of speed here as he's doing it right now. Works its way down low. Looking for a net front option. Doesn't have one yet, and he just works it back down low here to Thompson. Thompson protecting the puck, trying to maybe get a cycle game going here for the Nationals. He's got French out there as well. This line seeing lots of minutes here tonight for head coach Dave Matsos. Sarnia going to win possession, but London does get it. And now it's worked out into the neutral zone again. McGowan shoots it in as London's making changes. Puck goes to Everhart. He thought for a split second there to play it. And the referee quickly blows it dead as you'll have just a quick little conversation there with Everhart about that, and also looking at the net as well, as it might have potentially been knocked off for a split second. We see that a lot here at the fair where the pegs come off, but it's also been a recent topic of discussion in hockey is the net coming off its moorings a lot easier nowadays, and trying to find solutions as to keep the net on and continue play. Sarnia wins the draw, and they'll work this up the ice. It'll go all the way down, and icing is negated as Carson Lloyd picks this one up. Lloyd played a few games with the London Knights last season, yet to get into the lineup this year. As this puck works its way up the ice, and now they'll work it down low. Pace-Roth does not get the puck, but the Nationals do keep it in. Riley Wood gets it, but then it's sent back down here, and here's Dupuis. Dupuis loses it to Kopchuk, but Marcy does a good job of keeping it in. Marcy tried to get a shot off, but Riley Wood's right there to take that away.
Maybe a penalty behind the play here.
Nationals will try to get possession, and Lavender is going to get there first. And we'll have the penalty upcoming as it's going to be a tripping call, and the Nationals are going to go right back to the power play.
Take a look at this again here. Riley Wood in the corner trying to make a play, gets the stick taken out from under him, just falls to the ground hard. He was slow to get up there at first, but he did skate away under his own power. So that's good to see for the Nationals, and they will go on the power play.
Yeah, Riley Wood kind of got the fishing hook trip there as his leg going quite high on that tripping call, and again, Nationals on the power play here. As here's Bowers, he fakes the shot, and here's O'Reilly. O'Reilly has a chance to walk in back door, and that one just misses over the top of the net as Lucas Chard had a good deflection. Here's Wood. Wood trying to centering up here to Bowers. It'll go off the glove of Bowers, and it'll work back here to McGowan. Sam O'Reilly loses control of the puck, but he is able to regroup. O'Reilly elects to keep it, and he's going to work his way up ice and gain some speed. O'Reilly comes in wide. He's looking for the front of the net. Cuts his way back. He'll try to find McGowan here on the back end and finds him. McGowan and O'Reilly play catch. They'll send it over here to Bowers, or pardon me, Lucas Chard. Chard out in front, and the puck's going to sit there, and Everhart does not want any other National around it, and he elects to put the glove down and makes the stop. Again, early on in this power play, Sarnia doing a good job, again, keeping the Nationals to the outside.
Yeah, they are trying to mitigate the damage here on this very potent power play London has. The best power play in the West, so that's something they have to keep an eye on all night long.
Face-off won by the Nationals, but it's too strong to keep inside the blue line. So they'll regroup as now the secondary unit out there for the Nationals, as they have a minute to go here on this power play. Here's Braden Sanity. He keeps it in and gets it over to Dylan Dundas. Dundas scored a nice goal in here last Wednesday. We'll see if he can do so again here tonight. As here's Lloyd. Lloyd throws one on loose puck right out in front of the goal crease. It's up in the air in the slot, and it's controlled here by Palmer. Palmer. Carson Lloyd, he tees it up. That one's blocked. Swing it back down low, loose out in front of the slot, and that one unable to capitalize there. The Nationals tried to find a man, but not able to, as the Legionnaires do get this one out, and Carson Lloyd will regroup. Here's Logan Pace-Roth. He works his way down low, gives this over to Dundas. Dundas waits, again, plays catch with Pace-Roth. Back to the point, here's Lloyd, the one-timer. That one's blocked, but he does get it right back. Dundas Back to Lloyd. Lloyd shoots. That's again blocked. So good States as that negates the power play, and a good kill there by the Legionnaires as they're able to not allow any real high chance scoring opportunities by the Nationals, as that one's deflected in by O'Reilly. And the Legionnaires will regroup. Here's McGrail. McGrail will just send this one into the opposite corner, down there to retrieve it. And London will gain possession. Stretch feed here to Bowers. Bowers gets control. Does the curl and drag between the legs, doesn't work. Almost Chard gets it there as well. But again, good sticks there by the Legionnaires, as now here's Brooks. Passes it over to Maitland. Maitland just dumps this one in. Connolly in a foot race there with Graham, and Graham's able to get to the puck first. Nationals pick this one up as here's Chard getting it to O'Reilly. O'Reilly back to Chard, and this one will be sent towards the goal. And Everhart again will make the glove save, and he'll hang on. No rebound available.
Yeah, you mentioned Everhart here, and he made a nice save here. This shows why the Nationals power play is so good. Made the save, trickled out, but he had the awareness to jump back over to the side the puck was going to, just in case a London player found a way to get a stick on it.
Face-off one, the Nationals do keep it in, and here is Lucas Chard. Chard currently sitting on 9 goals, but 29 assists. He's at 38 points on the campaign. So he's somebody that the Nationals want to try to get on the score sheet. As here comes Priddle. Priddle will dump this one in. Long stretch feed. Here comes a breakaway for Sam O'Reilly. O'Reilly shoots, and that one's up high and wide as he was trying to find the top blocker side there of Everhart, and back the other way come the Legionnaires. Nice move. Here's a shot. Barry with the save, and he's came up big on that play as Sarnia had a good chance back the other way. Still loose out in front. Sanavy gains control. Sarnia quick here on the response, trying to get a shot on net. They stop that one as well. Aiden Barry. Another shot on. Barry stops that. That goes into the corner, and there's Connolly. Passes it over to Sanavy. Sanavy's in. Nationals making a change as the Nationals will try to work it down low. As again, Sanavy dishes it out in front. Tried to get Braden Thompson, as he's not able to, and Sarnia will try to dump it in, but it's blocked. But it's a turnover, shot out in front. That hits the crossbar. Great opportunity there for Marcy as he had a chance at a turnover, and back come the Nationals. It's turned back over, and once again, Sarnia has the puck, and here's Dupuis. Loses it, and here comes Sanavy, and almost again, the Legionnaires almost get caught. But good recognition there by Wesley Brooks as he saw that his teammates were changing, and the Nationals were quick to try to jump on that puck. Brooks will just settle things down, and he will break things out here for the Legionnaires. It's chipped in there by Lavender. Lavender tried to center it, and he does not work. And it goes back to the point, and it's off of the stick there of Pegram, and he has to regroup. Back down low, Pegram. Back over there to Brooks. Brooks will just go off the boards, trying to find the stretch. And icing is negated as it went off of a Sarnia stick. McGowan. Over to Curtis Hagee. Here's Carter Duarte trying to go in and out. Does a good job there. Nice offensive move, but not able to gain control of the puck. But Dundas tries to get there, and he will. Here's Dundas. He tries to get a shot off. That one is stripped from him, and here comes the captain, the new addition. New captain for the Sarnia Legionnaires. Here's Kruger as he dumps that one in. Aiden Berry trying to settle that puck down. And out come the Nationals here with numbers 2-on-2, potential 3-on-2. Dundas cuts back, trying to find a man out in front. Loses it. A good stick there by Josh Glavin as he's going to foot race here with Michael Kopchak. Lloyd. Stick in the way, but it still works here for Dundas. Dundas waits for a man. He'll send it down low, and the Nationals will try to get a cycle game going. Kopchak tried to keep it in. He was unsuccessful. And now the Nationals will try to gain possession once again. Weingard trying to use the net. He's taken down. No call on the play. But now he might have just lost his footing there behind the net. A little bit of a mix-up there out in front there, right at the neutral zone. And dumping that puck in there is Jackson Birkbeck. They battle down low. Puck springs loose here, and here's Kopchuk. Trying to find pace, Ross, but Sarnia picks the puck away, and they have possession, but now, once again, Kopchuk to pace Ross. Here's Palmer, inside out, trying to find the man in Wood, unable to on that one as Riley Wood was creeping down low on the far left side. As this puck hits behind the net, trying to get it off the net, and they do. The Nationals will try to get it. It's still behind the net, and now it's out, and now Sarnia has numbers as maybe they can catch the Nationals napping here on a change. They get across the line. Here's Graham. He shot the rebound loose. That one just misses. The rebound still loose as that one goes wide, and that one, there's close call for the Legionnaires. Tipped out in front. Barry's able to stop that one. As a fury of action there for the Sarnia Legionnaires as London ices the puck, as the Nationals had to be careful on that fury of sequences by the Legionnaires.
Yeah, Sarnia's up the offensive pressure a little bit here. A little earlier on in the period. Turnover by the Nationals. Marcy right off the crossbar. And then here just a few minutes ago, as you saw, Aiden Barry, 2 nice saves and a little help from the crossbar.
Yeah, Sarnia got some good puck luck there as here come the Nationals the other way with Patroff. He shoots that one. That's a pad stop there by Everhart. Riley Wood, he gets stripped by the puck there by Jake McLean. McKinnon keeps it in. Wood, he's got a chance here to shoot, and he does, and it's a pad save. The rebound, that goes behind the net. The Nationals trying to respond to Sarnia's chances. Loose out in front. That one goes off a body. The Nationals trying to keep it in. They'll send this one back in deep and back there to get it for the Legionnaires and McGrail. McGrail over to McLean. Turned over here to Sam O'Reilly. O'Reilly has some time. Sends it back to the point. Here's Connolly a shot. That one goes high and over the net. McKinnon's trying to keep it in. And Sarnia will come back the other way, and now here comes Cameron Graham. Again, Cameron Graham, the newest addition to the Legionnaires, acquired from the Chatham Maroons. As now here comes Sam O'Reilly. He's got Bowers. Bowers shot. That one misses just to the right-hand side. As once again, here comes a little abbreviated 2-on-1. Here comes a chance out in front. Oh, that was a golden chance for Bowers as he had the puck right in between his legs and he was not able to cash in. Lavender, he gains control, goes back to the point. Dupuis, he's down low, trying to sign a centering feed to Lavender. Sarnia keeps it in, but the Nationals have numbers the other way. Abbreviated 2-on-1. Bowers over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly tried to settle that puck down, and he just elects to send it back down behind the net. Here's a chance for Brooks to try to get this one out, and he does. And now McGowan will be in a foot race with Dupuis. And McGowan wins it. That one hits off of the linesman, but the Nationals do gain control. O'Reilly, he's going to outbeat his man. He's going to drive towards the net, looking for a pass option. Does not find it, and it'll go back to the point. Heggie. McGowan has all day to shoot this. He's going to walk in. Shot stopped by Everhart. Trying to send that one out. Dupuis tries to send it. Picked off by Bowers. Bowers shoots. Glove stop. And it goes back to O'Reilly on the far side. O'Reilly. He shoots. That one goes high and wide. And it'll go all the way out. Here's Dupuis. He's going to get into a foot race. Maybe potential 2-on-1. They send it towards the front. Chip play. And that one goes off in a big crash behind the net there as Lavender tried to get behind us. Here comes Sandovi the other way. Sandovi shoots. That one just misses. As back and forth we go, the chances are coming here in fury as we're past the midway point here in period number 2. Shots now read 21-13 in favor of the Nationals. Puck turned over to Sean Doherty, but he loses it here to Curtis Hagee. Here's Josh Lavin. Gives it here to the captain, Kruger. Kruger loses it to Braden Thompson. Thompson trying to gain control, but he does not get it. And now a chance here for the Legionnaires. Puck along the sidewall. Glavin just elects to send it down to the far corner. And Owen McGowan will pick it up for the Nationals. Turned over again to Kruger, and he sends it in deep. Aiden Barry will elect to play it. And now Sarnia gains control, but it's shot all the way down the ice, and that's a smart shot on net by Curtis Hagee. As now London's going to be able to get a forward change, and Hagee's able to peel off. Here's Graham. Sarnia coming in here with numbers. Adam Maitland. He's down low. He tries to gain possession, and that one will exit the London zone. And Jackson Burke back to retrieve. That puck's shot in deep here, Carson Lloyd. Lloyd gets past 3 Sarnia Legionnaires. Carter Duarte just missed trying to get that puck. And it's back down into London territory. Lloyd being chased there by a couple Legionnaires. He gains control and he's going to carry this one out. He finds French. Over, here's a shot, and that one's right on. Good hard shot by Carson Lloyd. But once again, Ethan Everhart's able to make the save right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, go back. London's up the offensive pressure a little bit more in this period too. Riley Wood, nice little in front, but make the save here. And then Rylan Bowers trying to extend the point streak, but just missed it. Didn't quite get the whole stick on it and it drove it wide.
Face-off one here by the Legionnaires, and they get this one in deep as Priddle's in there. They get it down low there to Cameron Graham. Shot right on, Barry the save, loose puck, it's loose and they score! Capitalized on a rebound that Aiden Barry did not have control of, and this game is now tied at 1 apiece as Cameron Graham, the newest addition to the Sarnia Legionnaires, again able to capitalize. He scored in his first game with the Legionnaires, and he scores once again here.
Jeremy, we mentioned it earlier that of how good Aiden Barry's rebound control was. That one's one he's going to want to have back, as he could not get his glove on it in time. Bounced right in front, and Graham pounced all over it, and we're tied here with just over 5 to go here in the second period.
You mentioned how Sarnia wanted to be a little more aggressive, and they have been here in this second period. And they were able to be rewarded with that goal, now being tied at 1 apiece. Here's Michael Kopchuk. He gets taken down. No call on the play as Brooks will try to get it back. Carson Lloyd had to be careful. He had 2 Legionnaires on him very quickly as London back in numbers, but a good block once again there by Pegram. As now Carson Lloyd again being chased by 2 Sarnia Legionnaires. So as soon as the Legionnaires have a chance to potentially strip the London D of the puck, they will try. Drop pass, Riley Wood. Here's Paceroth. That goes up and over the net. Again, close chance there for the Nationals. Another shot. That one's blocked by Brooks. And Brooks is going to skate this one out and try to dump it in. And he does do so. And line changes for the Legionnaires. Logan Paceroth. Puck comes right to him. He tries to find Palmer, and he's unable to do so. Chance here for the Legionnaires as they'll try to chip this one in. It does hit a stick. Barry smartly elects, again, that rebound control. Doesn't want anything loose around him, and he hangs on with just under 4.5 here to play. Shots on goal still read 24-16 in favor of London, but with the score being tied, this is now anybody's game.
Yes, it is. This game's a coin toss at this point. This will be all to who's going to come out in the last 20 with better offensive pressure, I think.
Yeah, big save made there by Aiden Barry right off the draw. As now this top line for the Nationals back in. Here's O'Reilly. He's going to try to drive the net. Dishes off to Chard. Chard finds Bowers. Bowers the shot. That one's blocked. Lots of block shots here by the Legionnaires. They are keeping London again to the outside. Haven't really broken down any coverage. Bowers chips it to Chard, and that was a dangerous chance there. And right there, Glavin didn't appreciate the fact that Chard went in with a bit of a poke, and Bowers is in there as well. As London's trying anything to try to beat Carter Everhart and try to get into the inside portion of the puck for the inside Sarnia's defense.
Let's take a look at that last chance again. Lucas Chard just gets his stick on a tippet in the direction of Everhart, but he stands tall and makes another nice save. 24 of those on the night for Everhart so far.
Yeah, even though Ethan Everhart's record isn't the best, he's keeping his team in this game right now. And he's certainly a reason why they can try to get win number 10 on the season. As here's O'Reilly, he shoots, that puck's loose. As back to get it is the captain and Kruger. Kruger dumps it in, trying to get past McKinnon, does so. And the Legionnaires are inside. Kruger feeds the slot, that one's blocked. Doherty trying to get that puck, and it'll work back to McGrail. They'll chip it in once again as Kruger sends this one in. Connolly here to Bowers. Bowers trying to find Chard on the far boards, does not work, and once again Sarnia gets control. Here's Lucas Chard. He walks in trying to dig through the D. He does. Chance out in front as Chard's going to get the puck once again. Bowers, Connolly sees traffic out in front, shoots it, does deflect off a Chard, but once again Everhart with the save. O'Reilly gets the puck. Here's Chard. Feeds out in front. Big save by Everhart. Loose behind the net. Trying to cash in are the Nationals. They're not able to as the puck's still down low in the corner. Everhart was out of his crease and there was an open net for the Nationals and they weren't able to put that one through. French drops it back to the D and McGowan. Back over and the Nationals again may have numbers here. Trying to get here to Thompson. Thompson here to French. French shoots, pad save, Everhart. Nationals, they try to send this one up over the net and they find Thompson.
Try to do the Zegers there.
Shot out in front, and that one's gobbled up by Everhart, and he's going to hang on as he again had Sandy and Thompson down low.
And let's take a couple chances here by the Nationals. O'Reilly, another nice chance. Just Everhart makes a save on that, and then that is a big save there on Jaden French. And then we get a little puck luck there, and no one can pick it up as they would have had a wide open cage.
Certainly a golden scoring opportunity for the Nationals, and now Sarnia gains control here. Lavender trying to get this one in, and it goes right towards Aiden Barry, and he's going to make a glove stop with just under 2 minutes to go. Shots now 29-17 in favor of the Nationals. So London is getting the puck towards the net, but you mentioned puck luck. They haven't quite had it here tonight as Sarnia got that rebound off of Aiden Barry, and we'll see if they can get an offensive scoring opportunity off this draw. They win it back to the point. Shot right on, that got deflected and that goes wide. Dupuis down low trying to find Lavender. Marcy in there as well. Marcy's had a good game in here tonight. Here's Dupuis. Centering feed, that one doesn't work, and now the Nationals will try to get out with numbers. They'll send it down the ice. This might go for icing. It's waved off. Good hustle there by Logan Paceroth getting there first. Gets sent back down low. Here's Riley Wood trying to win the battle. He does so, and he'll try to win it back down low, and the Nationals will get their cycle game going. Palmer gets stripped there by Brooks, but it's back to McGowan. McGowan shoots this one through a couple of legs, and what do you know, Ethan Everhart gets it, but a scrum out in front as the Legionnaires didn't appreciate the fact that the Nationals were poking around Everhart as he was able to make that stop as that puck was deflected right at the last moment.
Let's look at this again. Nice cycle, as you mentioned, nice cycle game by the Nationals. Just in front there was Taylor Palmer, and then he got a shot after the whistle, and that's what started that scrum.
Yeah, once again, the Nationals trying to find that puck out front, but again, Everhart, he's got himself dialed in here tonight. His rebound control has been very good. Just like on the opposite end, Aiden Barry, we've seen him with good rebound control, but that one rebound that he did allow cost the Nationals, hence why this game is tied here as we're approaching the final minute of play here in period number 2. Kopchak dumps this one in, but the Legionnaires get here, and here's Graham. He loses it, puck gets to the line, and Glavin's going to control this one and just send this down into London territory. Chard, he loses it. Graham, he shoots, that's blocked by Lloyd, as now Sarnia will try to look for a goal here inside the final minute. Glavin looks for a shooting lane, doesn't find one as he'll circle back. Gives it over to Moffat. Moffat down low, trying to find a man there, and he will, and he'll find Colton Graham. Graham centering feed, that one stopped by Aiden Barry. Graham and Kopchak, they'll get into a battle. Pardon me, it's actually Braden Kruger down low in a battle there as the Nationals gain control. Maybe one last chance for the Nationals as Bowers is wanting the home run feed. He's not going to get it. Is now they'll dish to O'Reilly. 8 seconds to go. O'Reilly tried to go in and out. It is sent down into the neutral zone, and that will do it for period number 2.
And a little pushing and shoving afterwards, O'Reilly. And Josh Glavin getting into it after the whistle.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times where O'Reilly is not afraid to mix things up, but after 2 periods of play, this game is tied 1-1. You're watching London Brewing Co-op Nationals hockey here on Rogers TV.
This time of year, waterfowl hunters are out, and we encourage them to come out and enjoy their sport. We want them to be safe as well. This time of year, the water is cold and the air is cold, so it's very important to have all your safety gear. Have a plan, and let somebody know the plan and when you're going to be back. Always carry a cell phone fully charged and wear your life jacket. Hunters can hunt 30 minutes after sunset. But as soon as the sun goes down, when you're out on a boat, you have to have your navigation lights on when operating. We want to see people out here with their lights on so they can avoid a collision with other hunters. When you're out hunting, it's your obligation to know the rules and the regulations. For more information and to find these regulations, visit the Ontario.ca website.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdsville, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. In 2008, carbon monoxide, a deadly invisible gas, killed an entire family in our province. That tragedy led to a new law requiring homes with potential CO sources to have alarms. John Gignac's family members passed away that day, and he shares his story to save others.
Please make sure you have working CO alarms in your home. Protect your family today.
Welcome back, fans. I'm joined here with Talon Palmer. Now, Talon, you are a third-generation London National. Both your grandpa and your dad played for the London National. How does it feel to be a third generation?
Obviously, it's a cool opportunity I got. Playing on the same team as my grandpa and my dad, all 20 years apart or 30 years apart. Pretty cool to say that I'm part of that, and hopefully my kids in the future can carry on that legacy.
Did they give you any tips or any tricks about playing in this league?
No, my dad, he just said keep my head up. He wasn't much of a goal scorer himself, so couldn't really tell me any tips to help my game out.
I've heard from some of your teammates that you're the best at the pregame soccer warm-up. Why is that?
We call it sewer. It's a fun game we like to play before the games. I obviously played soccer when I was a kid for a lot of years, so I obviously use the skills that I got from that game, and I put it to the sewer game. Charity likes to say he's better than me, but I sewer him a lot, so he gets mad.
You guys are tied 1-1 unexpectedly going into the third period. What do you think your team has to do to kind of turn this game around and get some more goals up on the scoreboard?
Well, you know, our team's, I feel like, going to be in their zone the whole time. We've been doing that all game. I feel like just getting more shots to the net. We've been hitting a lot of shin pads, and they've been blocking a lot of shots. Trying to get the puck on the net, obviously, can generate more opportunities, can just get us to get more goals and put up more points.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Talon. We'll be right back with London Brewing Co-op Nationals Hockey right after this.
Heartbeat of Mother Earth, I feel you and embrace your warmth. I see you dancing through the trees. Your song floats on the summer breeze. Community, we come together. We are the voice of our ancestors. Thankful for how much you bless us. Feel the thunder in the drum. All our voices sing as one. Feel the power, feel the pride. Feel the drumbeat deep inside. Feel the boom, feel the bass. Let's let go of time and space. It'll make you dance, it'll make you sing. Ode Wegun, Wedok Wishin. The drum will lead you, take you far. Always remember who you are.
you have fun? Check this out. It's nice, right?
Watch, play, and win every Monday night at 8 p.m. with Optimus TV Bingo on Rogers TV. Cards are available at multiple London locations and are good for all 3 games. Weekly jackpot totals $3,000. Back here in the second intermission, 1-1 after 40 minutes of play. And Kyle, what intrigued you about that second period?
I think more that Sarnia just playing a well-rounded second period. We said they had to up the offensive pressure because they were chasing on the scoreboard. Now they got that goal in the second period, so now it'll be interesting to see how they come out in the third period, if they go more defensive or up the pressure a little more offensively and try to get the go-ahead goal.
Yes, and we'll take a look at Sarnia's goal here as once again, we talked about rebound control for both goaltenders, and this was one where Aiden Berry wasn't quite able to control it, and able to cash in there for the Legionnaires was Cameron Graham. As we'll take a look at the scoring summary, just the lone goal. Graham from Richardson and Priddle. Again, the shots on goal now 30-18. London, you saw in the interview with Jaci from Talon Palmer how he mentioned how you got lots of shots, but there's a lot of shots that are also being blocked by shin pads and just bodies all over. So maybe you want to see the Nationals try to find more of the open lane.
Yeah, they got to find a way to work to the middle. They've been stuck on the outside most of the night and haven't. Yeah, they had 30 shots, but there hasn't been a lot of high quality scoring chances through 40 minutes.
We'll talk about the goaltending. Ethan Everhart being the busier of the 2 goaltenders tonight. We'll take a look at some of his work, and so far, how do you think he's played?
He's been very good tonight. Sarnia needed that. We talked about rebound control for Aiden Berry. Ethan Everhart's been just as good with his rebound control tonight, not giving up many second opportunities to the Nationals.
Yeah, and a lot of odd man rushes. He's been able to move left to right very smoothly, and he's the reason why this game is not high scoring right now. But we'll see after the full 60 minutes. And on the other side, we talk about Aiden Berry. I call him Mr. Consistency. He always puts up solid numbers. Allowed the 1 goal here tonight. What have you thought of Aiden Berry's work here in this second period?
I mean, he hasn't been as busy, but he's been outside the 1 rebound that I think he wants back. He's been pretty good as well. He hasn't had quite as many tough saves to make, but he's made the ones he's needed to keep this game 1-1. Because Sarnia could easily be ahead in this game just as well as London could with the amount of chances they've had.
For sure, and again, you see Berry being solid in the net, lots of movement, good solid control inside the blue paint. And we'll take a look at the top scorers in the GOJHL. You'll see a couple of London Nationals on the board. As you'll take a look, you can see Jacob Julian on there. He is not in the lineup here tonight. But again, you can see Riley Wood and Lucas Chard on there as well. So guys like Wood and Chard, they're not on the same line, but they're able to provide that offense too. What do you expect from guys like Wood and Chard heading into period number 3?
I think these guys have been putting up points for a reason, and that's because they're very good players, and I expect them to kind of lead the charge here for the Nationals going into this last 20 and lead the charge. Try to tell the boys we got to get to the middle a little more, and then hopefully get a goal or 2 here and seal a win for them.
Yes, and we're at the midway point here for the regular season. Game number 25 for the London Nationals, and we'll take a look at, once again, the standings. We looked at it at the top of the show. The Nationals currently with 40 points, 3 points up on the St. Mary's Lincoln, so a win here tonight gives them 20 wins on the season, but what's more important is a 5-point cushion on the St. Mary's Lincolns. And then you look at the Sarnia Legionnaires currently down in the 7th spot, 4 points back of the Chatham Maroons. What's going to be a key for London as we now officially cross into the second part of the season? What's going to be something that the Nationals are going to want to continue to do?
I think they're just going to have to keep playing consistent hockey, and as you see here, only 5 losses up to this point. Keep playing like that all season long. You'll have a nice healthy gap at the top of the standings should you falter just a little bit nearing the end of the season.
Yes, and then one of the reasons why the Nationals are currently sitting in the number 1 position is because of a point streak courtesy of Rylan Bowers. We'll take a look at Bowers' work in this point streak. You know, he's also currently tied with Mitch Marner of the Toronto Maple Leafs on a 17-game point streak. Bowers yet to get on the board here tonight. But again, you can just take a look at his work. The longest point streak for the Nationals currently is Adam McKee back in 09-10. He had a 22-game point streak. So what's going to be the key for Bowers to try to find the score sheet here tonight, but also continue the point streak throughout this season?
I think he's just got to play the game the way he knows how, because of, you see his numbers are so good, 13 goals, 12 assists in the 17 games. And look to his line mates for a little bit of help, maybe create some open space for him to get some golden scoring opportunities.
Yeah, and when you're missing a guy like Jacob Julian out of the lineup tonight, he played for the Knights last night, but out of the lineup here tonight, you know, what's going to be the key for the Nationals heading into the third period for, you know, the bottom six guys to step up?
Yeah, I think we've seen Braden Sandby's line. They played really good tonight. I think they just need to keep. They played the cycle game pretty good, moving the puck around. They just need to keep continuing to do that. Get your defensemen in on the play a little bit. Open, like I said before, open up some space to get some prime scoring opportunities.
Yeah, and then for other guys, secondary scoring, guys like Zurich, who's only gotten 1 point on the season, we're going to be the keys for guys like him to try to get on the score sheet here as we approach the second point of the season.
Yeah, I think for him it's just ice time will be a big factor for him. You mentioned it pregame to me that he's from Slovakia. Yes, and so he's used to this size ice. So most guys have to get acclimated to the ice size, but for him, it's not. I don't think it's not an ice issue. Clearly, I think it's just getting some more ice time, getting some more consistent shifts, and it'll probably lead to good things for him the second half of the season.
Yes, for sure. And, you know, heading into this third period, what are both teams going to need to do as we enter this final 20 minutes?
I think for London, they're just, we keep mentioning it, find a way to get into the middle, get some better scoring opportunities on Everard. And for Sarnia, they just have to keep playing the way they've played defensively the first 40. And they've and get offensive pressure that we saw in that second period, that they've had some good opportunities. If they keep that up as well as playing how they've been playing defensively, they should be pretty good here in this third period.
And we'll see how these two teams look here into this final 20 minutes as we head to break here. You're watching London Brewing Co-op Nationals Hockey here on Rogers TV.
I was born and raised in Musqueam First Nation territory by my mother, who spoke Hunkaminam to me. As a child, I ceased using my mother tongue, as to use any language other than English was considered not being Canadian, so I was told. The old people came to me in a dream and reminded me of who I am and where I come from. I have reawakened. My roots are strong, and I'm no longer a silent speaker. My language tells me where I am from. It defines me and guides me to teach others to learn and understand our culture and traditions. A gift for those in the present and the unborn generations. What was lost is found. What was asleep has awakened. My blood is here, and I am complete. I have returned home.
It isn't the heavy trays that make the job difficult, or the fast pace you need to keep up. It's not working another double because someone called in sick. What makes the job tough is the moment you realize a customer has had enough, and you have to make that decision not to overserve. Refusing service isn't personal, it's the law. We know it's not easy, but we're counting on you to keep us all safe. Thank you, servers, for doing the tough job.
This week on London Lights, Dan welcomes author Brian Chip Martin to the show to talk about his new book, From Underground Railroad to Rebel Refuge. Watch London Lights Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. on Rogers TV. We'll take a look at our Par Dualte and Associates shots on goal. There in that second period, they read 17-10 in favor of the Nationals. So again, we talked about it during the intermission segment, how the Nationals were able to get a lot of shots onto the net, but unable to cash in. And then our next contest next Wednesday here at the Western Fair, the Kamoka Kings are in town to face off against the Nationals at 7 o'clock always. And our third period sponsor is Collins Clothiers. So again, we talked about how in this third period that the Nationals need to try to find those open lanes, try to find an area where they're not going to get their shots blocked. And we've seen a lot of activity from the point. Guys like McGowan, Hagee, McKinnon trying to get involved as well. And on the other side for Sarnia, they played a really good road game in here tonight. You know, keeping London at bay. You know, the Legionnaires actually have a better road record than they do a home record, where they are actually 500 on the road. And London, the last few games here at the Western Fair, have struggled to find their offense. They were able to score quite a bit last week, but they've struggled so far at home. They have lost 3 games here at home at the Western Fair, something that they don't normally do. Third period is underway as Lucas Chard has the puck behind the London zone. Out in front, O'Reilly not able to cash in as he had a stick in the lane. Trying to get it out, the Nationals do keep it in. O'Reilly gains the puck back. Here to Bowers. Bowers' point streak on the line as O'Reilly tried to make that pass work and it was unable to, and Barry sends a long feed here to Lucas Chard. Again, trying to catch the Sarnia Legionnaires off on a change. O'Reilly down low to Chard. Chard shot once again off of the knee. Here's Bowers. Bowers throws it on net. That one's knocked away by Everhart. Puck along the sidewall is once again Ryland Bowers trying to out-muscle his man in Jake McLean. Bowers loses control, trying to fight back for it, but he loses it, and it gets sent up and down into London territory, and this one is going to go for an icing. The Legionnaires won't be able to change, and the Nationals will send their second line out there with Braden Thompson, Sanavy, and French.
Braden Sanavy has had a good game tonight. He has a lone goal scorer for London, but he's been all over the place tonight.
Sanavy not afraid to show his physical side as well, as the faceoff was won by the Nationals, but a good job there by Priddle. As a hit right out front as Connolly was trying to line up Priddle. But once again, Priddle got to the inside and able to avoid that hit. Puck turned over here. Here's the Legionnaires shot. That one goes off of a National and up and out of play. So a faceoff will stay inside and be to the right of Aiden Berry. Again, London in a situation that they're not normally in here in the third period, tied in a close game here with Sarnia. Sarnia currently the number 7 seed, playing a really good road game in here tonight. As London wins the draw, and they'll strip Brooks off the puck. And now a foot race for possession as London does get it right at center ice. McKinnon feeds Thompson, it's off his skate, and he wasn't able to find it. And now a chance here for the Legionnaires in on the shot. That goes up and over the net as a close call there as Lavender had the chances. Now here comes Thompson. Thompson in and out, trying to go wide, loses the edge, and a good stick there by Pegram as he's able to get it. Little inside move by French. French sends it along the corner boards, finds Thompson. Thompson trying to cycle it here. He does get it to Sanavy. Sanavy. They're trying to spin off of Brooks as Brooks is applying good pressure. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd shoots that one towards net, just misses to the left of Everhart. And it goes back behind the net of the Sarnia Legionnaires netminder. Chip play, and now the Legionnaires will get this one out as here comes Dupuis. Dupuis loses it to Kopchuk, but Sarnia does get it back, and they will regroup outside into the neutral zone. Here's Weingard. Sends this one in. Barry's going to just dish that one off to the side. And now Carson Lloyd picks this one up. And good forecheck there by Birkbeck as he had to force Lloyd into a pass. Paceroff settles this down. There's a shot and he scores! What a shot, Logan Paceroff. He's able to find the back of the net. Goal number 3. Big goal for the Nationals. It's now 2-1.
Jeremy, we mentioned this is what London needed more of with Jacob Julian out of the lineup tonight with secondary scoring. And Logan Paceroff, the defenseman, jumps up into the middle of the ice and fires an absolute laser top corner over the shoulder of Everhart.
Yeah, good shot as he's able to control that, settle that right down the blue line. And for a guy like Paceroff, he normally, you're right, plays defense, but tonight he's playing forward. So a good chance for him, and he gets his third on the campaign. A big goal for the Nationals here early on in this third period. Adam Maitland sends it back to his partner in Jake McGrail. So that puck gets sent in. It got deflected off of Kopchuk, so no icing on the play. Here's Lloyd. He'll settle things down. He's had a lot of minutes in here tonight. Here's Paceroff over to Riley Wood. Wood here to Palmer. Here comes a chance for Talon Palmer. Centering feed out in front of the net. And once again, Everhard able to slow things down, make the glove save, and hang on. As once again, Talon Palmer proving that he can drive the net. He can be dangerous.
Yes, he can. Like, again, tries to shield the puck away from the Sarnia player to not get stripped. But unfortunately, he doesn't get much of a shot off at the end, and Everhard covers up.
Just 3.5 minutes in here, the Nationals get the goal thanks to Logan Paceroff. And they now restore their 1-goal lead. Sarnia coming back the other way. Down there to get it, Ty Moffat trying to make a centering feed. And it does get to the front of the net, but Aiden Barry able to control it. And he'll get a whistle. Out there, McGowan, Hagee, Zurich, Duarte out there on this defensive draw. Sarnia wins it, and they'll swing it down low here to Kruger. Kruger and Hagee will battle down low. Here's Doherty. As that one gets shot up and off the netting, so the face-off will stay inside of the London territory. Moffat in to take this draw. Loses it to Dylan Dundas, as now Owen McGowan picks this one up behind the net. As a good hit there by Moffat as he got onto Zurich. Dundas, he gets muscled off the puck. And a penalty upcoming, as it looks like it is going to be Moffat, as he will sit. As again, a flurry of activity along the sidewall, as Zurich didn't appreciate Moffat taking a run at him. As some pleasantries are being said along that far side. As it looks like Duarte is going to go sit in the penalty box, so will Moffat.
Yeah, Jeremy, that wasn't a very smart penalty on Carter Duarte's part either. There's no need to escalate that situation any farther.
So now McGowan coming over to have a conversation with the official just to see what the penalties on the play are. As it looks like head contact is going to go to Duarte, and a roughing call will go to the Legionnaires. And it looks like the Legionnaires are going to go to the power play here, as it looks like Duarte got the extra 2. And so this is a big moment here for the Legionnaires. So the Nationals will send Zurich over, as they have to send a player from the ice on that excursion. So Zurich and Duarte in the box. Face-off one here by the Legionnaires. They'll try to give it in. A nice keep in there by Doherty. Shot right on. Rebound not available as it works its way back down to the corner. Weingart, he shoots. That one's deflected wide. Puck is shot down into the neutral zone. Here's Richardson. They'll work it back and find Kruger. Here's Richardson once again. Stretch over here to Sean Doherty. Doherty, here's a shot on goal. Squeaks through Aiden Barry, but luckily not behind the net. As once again, Cameron Graham able to get a good shot. That one hits the side of the post as Weingart took another shot. Here's Weingart once again. Dishes over, Graham. One-time shot, Aiden Barry gobbles that one up, and he hangs on. No rebound available.
Not on that one, but he got lucky, got a little puck luck the last two, as both rolled out of the way of any players on Sarnia that could have gotten an extra shot in.
So a minute and 10 to go here on this power play for the Legionnaires. They'll send their second unit out. Chard and Thompson out there to kill this penalty for the Nationals. Face-off won by the Legionnaires, but the puck does come outside, and they will try to set something up. Puck's worked in along the wall. Here's Graham. Graham loses it to Carson Lloyd, but it does work its way back, and Sanity will shoot this one outside into the neutral zone. And here's Pegram over to McGrail. McGrail, a little inside-out move. Good sticks there by the Nationals. Lloyd, centering feed. Oh, a big save there by Barry. That one was a tight shot right in his blue paint. He had to be big on that one. Pegram, looking, lots of traffic out in front. Here's a shot right into the stomach of Aiden Barry, as there was two Legionnaires having traffic right out front.
Yeah, and that might be the way that Sarnia is going to get back in this game, is just put bodies in front of Aiden Barry, because you can't stop a shot you can't see.
You can say that every single time, and it will work every single time. As here's Lavin. They'll walk the line. Here's Weingart. He shoots. Pad save by Barry, and he kicks it all the way to the corner and out into Sarnia territory, and the Legionnaires will regroup. Having the puck now, Richardson. He'll send this one over. Doherty trying to find Graham as it's stripped, and now a chance here for the Nationals, and Zurich's maybe going to get into a foot race, and he does get the puck. He's looking cross ice. He finds his man. Nationals here trying to add to their lead. Shandouts in front. Zurich almost cashed in. His charge down low too, as Sebastian Zurich almost cashed in his first goal as a London National. They battle for it down low. Zurich trying to get out of the way of Graham, as this puck's rimmed around the boards. Kopchak trying to keep it in, and now it's going to be a foot race, as Doherty's going to get to this one first. Doherty looks for the wraparound. That's blocked and goes behind the net, and Kopchak picks this one up. Sends this down the length of the ice. It bounces up, and the icing is going to be negated. As back to get it now is Brooks. Brooks dishes off to McLean. Back to Brooks. Trying once again to try to stretch feed. Does not work, but they are able to regain possession. Here's Marcy. Marcy battling down low there with Logan Paceroth, who has the goal here in this third period, who has the Nationals up 1. Shot from the point, gloved by Aiden Barry, and he will hang on, as now the shots now read 33-26. So Sarnia getting lots of rubber here on Aiden Barry.
And we mentioned the second intermission, Sebastian Zurich, maybe a name that can try and get some secondary scoring going here for the Nationals. And he had an excellent opportunity to maybe get his first goal in the GOJHL, but as we said all night, Everard stuck it aside.
He certainly played well in here tonight. As we take a look at Paceroth, he's had an interesting season. He's played defense, he's playing forward here tonight, and he's able to be rewarded and get himself a goal, his third of the campaign. McLean stretches it over to Brooks. Brooks looking for a pass option. Sends this one in deep, and it's going to end up going for icing.
And Sarnia's coach is not happy with that call.
And it is going to go to center ice, as there was a deflection, and the referees caught it right away. And so a face-off will happen right at center ice, as there was a deflection by the Nationals. So good on the Legionnaires bench to notice that right away. Face-off won by the Legionnaires. And Kruger just sends this one on to Aiden Barry. Barry elects to play it, goes off the glove, and here's Bowers. Bowers to Chard. Here is Chard looking for a pass option. He gets stripped there of the puck there by Pegram, as he's done that all night long. Doherty, he'll go along the line. Kruger just puts that one in deep. Moffat, pass over. Aiden Barry kicks that one away. Pegram sends it along the rails, and now Owen McGowan has control, and he settles things down and finds Lucas Chard. Odd man rush here, 3-on-2. Here's Bowers. Has O'Reilly trying to find O'Reilly, but Bowers does a good job to get a stick on it. And O'Reilly trying to gain back possession. He's in a battle with McGrail as that puck is shot down the ice, and it will go for icing. So the Legionnaires Caught with maybe a few tired players out there. London will go with fresh players out on the ice. They'll send out the line of French out there with Thompson and Sanovi. With McKinnon and Connolly on the back end. Goes right to French. French tries to get a shot off the draw quickly as he's not able to get it off. Goes to the point. Shot from McKinnon, that one stopped. Rebounds loose, and that one almost a chance out in front again for Braden Thompson. He hasn't able to cash in. Here's McKinnon. French just elects to chip it in. Here comes a chance for the Nationals. Sanovi back to French, not able to get his stick on it as once again Sanovi has control. Centering it here to Thompson. Thompson centering back out in front. And now the Legionnaires come back the other way with it. Here's Cameron Graham. As Graham tries to stretch it over to Priddle, and Priddle is offside just by a stride. As once again, this French line has gotten to the net quite a bit, but they haven't been able to cash in yet. The only guy on this line to do so was Sanovi, and he got the first goal for the Nationals.
Yeah, I think this has been the best line all night, has been French from Sanovi. But yeah, French, unfortunately, has not been able to get his name on the score sheet yet.
Puck sent in. Here's Connolly once again, rims it around the boards. Nice little play there by Zurich. Dundas tried to get control. And now it's Sarnia who has the puck. Off of Zurich, and London will regroup. Nice little passing play, odd man rush here, 3-on-2, shot right on, and Aiden Barry with that glove makes that stop as we're right at the halfway point here in this third period. Halfway through the season, London Nationals, this is their 25th game out of 50 in the regular season. Currently sitting atop of the Western Conference, and if they can hang on to win this tonight, they will be 5 points clear of the St. Mary's Lincolns, who are behind them in the second position.
You got all that.
Shot from Weingard off the stick of Aiden Barry. Sarnia has a chance to shoot it, and they fan on it, and here comes Bowers coming down the left side. Bowers stops up. Carson Lloyd tries to go inside out, and it works down to the far end boards. Lucas Trard gets it here to Bowers. Bowers here to Kopchak. Kopchak shoots. That one's blocked again. Great work all night long here by the Legionnaires of keeping the middle lane blocked. Sarnia gained control, but a good play there by Kopchak on the other end to prevent an opportunity as they work it back out in front. Sarnia buzzing here. Shot right on, and it's through, and they score. It's the captain, the new captain for the Legionnaires, Braden Kruger. That deflects, and it fools Aiden Barry. And this game is now once again tied at 2.
That is a prime example of why I say just throw the puck on the net, because you never know what can happen. Got a little bit of puck luck as he fired it. It deflected off of somebody into the top corner of the net, and this game's tied.
That puck had a little knuckle action as that one fooled Aiden Barry up over the glove. And now, like you mentioned, this game being tied at 2 apiece with 9 minutes to go. McGrail trying to outwork Logan Paceroff, who had the go-ahead goal for the Nationals, but once again, Kruger able to capitalize on that play. Foot race here is now it's won there by the Legionnaires, but Curtis Hagee tries to pick it up. He's in a battle with Sean Doherty. Here's Riley Wood. He had a point streak going here early in the season, but now he's looking to rebound that shot right on. Pad stop by Everard. Puck down low, big hit, and that's going to draw a penalty. And the Nationals are going to go to work on the power play as it's going to maybe be a cross check, and it is. And so London will go back to the power play as it happened right down below the net.
And here we see Ty Moffitt down below the net. Cross checks him right into the cage. Then London, this will be a good opportunity for them to try and retake the lead here with just over 8.5 minutes to play.
Yeah, big moment here for the Nationals to see if they can capitalize. Sam O'Reilly. Over to McGowan. O'Reilly. He shoots. And it's in the net. They a deflection out in front. I believe Riley Wood's going to get credit. And Riley Wood leads the Nationals train to the bench, and you mentioned a big moment. And they do get it as Riley Wood's able to cash in.
Here's the shot initially from Sam O'Reilly. I think it goes off the body there of Riley Wood. Yeah, it looks like it deflects off Riley Wood, not off the stick, just kind of off the body there. And another example, throw the puck on the net and good things can come your way.
Sure thing, as now the Nationals retake their 1-goal lead back, as they've been trading goals here in this game, and special teams aided the Nationals on that play. And here is French. French works this up the ice, gets it to McKinnon. Here's French, he has a chance to shoot. He will shoot it, it goes up in front, towards the front of the net. And he might be able to get this puck back. He does, but the Legionnaires do gain control with Weingard. Weingard sends this puck in. Connolly has control, trying to protect it. He will, and now French has it. Backhand pass, finds Thompson. Thompson over to Pace Roth. He had a goal in this third period. Nationals are offside, and they will regroup. And they will start to make a line change. Stretch pass here to Priddle. Priddle has a shooting lane. He'll take the shot, and he'll just miss wide. As now the Nationals come back 2-on-2. Here's Pace Roth. Heading towards Sen to be unable to capitalize. And now the Legionnaires have it back. Brooks, he'll send this one into the far corner, and now Connolly will retrieve it. Here's Thompson. Thompson here to Pace Roth. Pace Roth trying to find Riley Wood, who has the next goal, as here comes a chance out in front, as a good defensive play there by Connolly, as he recognized that there was a potential chance there for Lavender, but good play there by the Nationals.
Yeah, Nationals, look, bet you in this last 7 minutes, or they'll be as strong defensively as they've been all night, trying not to let Sarnia tie this thing back up, hoping to secure another win.
Shot from the point, that one's blocked away by Barry, but it's still out in front, and Barry's able to take it, and Talon Palmer's gonna take exception to the fact that there was a little poke in front of the net by Jake McLean. And the referee tells those guys to not talk about their Tim Hortons coffee order, but nonetheless, they wanted to have a quick little chat. And a face-off will happen just to the left of Aiden Barry. Face-off won by the Nationals. Here's Chard. That goes towards the goal. It's kicked away by Kopchuk, and here's Wood. Wood just sends that puck, and they're offside as Pace Roth took that extra stride too quickly, and he'll settle things down. Sent down into London territory, and that will go for an icing. And so once again, another offensive face-off here for the Nationals here with just about 6.5 minutes to go. As now, look, you can take a look at the shot totals now, as it's now gotten back to close, 36-33. So Sarnia has gotten a lot of rubber on Aiden Barry in this third period, trying to get back into this game. They've done so going back and forth, but they now trail once again. There's now a foot race, and it will go for icing once again as Dupuis, with skating hard, they're trying to get to the puck before it crossed that line. So now another faceoff will happen to the right of Ethan Everhart. Palmer wins it. Pace Roth to Lloyd, puck bouncing. Here comes a chance for the Legionnaires. Kopchuk coming back, potential 2-on-1, and a good stick by Michael Kopchuk as he's able to take that potential scoring chance away, and now the Nationals will try to do their turn. Pace Roth gets hits into the sideboards. Good contact there by Sean Doherty. Carson Lloyd, he steps in. He'll take a shot. That's patted away by Everhart. Here's Bowers, still trying to get on the board. He hasn't registered a point here tonight in this game. He's riding a 17-game point streak, currently tied with Mitch Marner of the Toronto Maple Leafs for a 17-game point streak. Puck set down, and that one is negated as it touched off a London stick. Kopchuk tried to fan. Here's a chance out in front. Aiden Barry, smart play on that one. as there was a chance out in front for Doherty, but a good stick and then the glove down right away by the Nationals netminder.
Take a look at this. Just kind of throws it on net, and Aiden Berry just has to smother it.
Yeah, Braden Kruger was lurking on that far post. As Aiden Berry's able to recognize there was no one around, he was able to calm that one down and make the save. McGowan sends this puck down into Sarnia territory as we are approaching the 5-minute mark in the third. Here's O'Reilly, and he couldn't get his stick on it as once again Bowers trying to get this puck and try to extend his point streak. McGowan sends it cross ice. O'Reilly trying to get there first, but beating into the puck is Ryan Richardson. Here's Cameron Graham sending it down, and this one's going to go for icing. So London's top line out here for an offensive face-off, as now the shots are now 37-34 in favor of the Nationals, currently holding on to a 3-2 lead. Next week, the Tomoka Kings come to town, and you can tune in to Rogers TV for that matchup. As Sarnia wins this one, and here is Josh Glavin. Glavin over to Brittle. Brittle in a foot race, and a good defensive stick there, as here comes Bowers. Bowers in and out, trying to find Chard, but Bowers does get the puck back. Chard and Bowers down low, swing it out in front to O'Reilly. O'Reilly dishes off to McGowan. McGowan waits, trying to find a better shooting lane. Loses control of the puck, sends it down low. O'Reilly. He has control, fighting for the puck. He loses it. He's stripped, and Priddle tries to have control, and Curtis Hagee able to settle things down. Here's the captain of the Nationals, McGowan. Dishes off to Chard. Chard drives wide. Tries to pin the puck and get a cycle game going. Works its way behind the net. Chard. You can see the Legionnaires starting to play a little more defensively here, trying to not allow anything in front. Here's Sanofia's shot. And that one almost squeaked through, as Everhart had to be careful as he was sliding towards that post.
Fans, just a reminder, this whole game is scheduled for next Wednesday.
Yeah, let's look here. Rylan Bowers just on the far post looking for an opportunity.
Sarnia wins the draw. Brooks wins this one up. Here's Sean Doherty trying to get it over to Colton Graham. Kruger, he has a goal in here tonight. Bumped off the puck, and here comes French. French along the near left side here. He looks towards Connolly, decides to skate it up. Centering back, and French tried to get the back pass as Connolly sends it over. Here comes a chance for French, and he fans on the shot, and Everhart's able to get the glove down and make the stop as French tried to get that one off, and he points towards his chest on that, pointing my bad towards Connolly as Connolly found him on the far side. 3:15 to go. Nationals currently up 3-2. They win this game, they are 5 points clear of the St. Mary's Lincolns for first place in the Western Conference. Here's Connolly. He maybe tried to find Riley Wood backdoor, but unable to. And they'll send this one down, and it'll be no icing at as it was touched right near the center ice area as Connolly takes down his man. Here's Owen McKinnon, gives it over to Riley Wood. Wood just sends this one down the ice, and this one will go for an icing. As you'll see some tired Nationals out there as the Legionnaires elect not to change, as they will actually make a last-minute change as they'll change their D pair and put Weingard on the ice as well with Lavin, as they'll switch sides here to try to have the one-time option. McKinnon down low in a battle. Now Riley Wood's down there as well. As this is going to get to the line. Does it stay in? No. Here's Riley Wood. They got some numbers, 3-on-3. Palmer. Here's Wood. Wood waits for his DD. Shot towards the net as it goes to the far side. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd throws it towards net. That one's knocked down by Paceroth as he gets knocked down there by Ryan Richardson. Richardson Skates this one up the ice, goes along the left side, dumps it in towards Aiden Barry. And Aiden Barry will just glove it and not allow a rebound, settle things down with 2 minutes to go. And the Legionnaires yet to call a timeout, and they now call it. And it looks like we will see Ethan Everhart leave the bench, and the Legionnaires will try to go 6-on-5. And now inside these final 2 minutes, Kyle, what do the Legionnaires have to do? We talked about her early on when they were on the power play that they were getting bodies in front. Is that going to be something they're going to want to do here?
Yeah, I think that's something they're going to want to do here with the extra man on the ice to up the offensive pressure. With just over 2 minutes to go, you need to throw as many shots on goal as you can on Aiden Barry and hope one squeaks through to tie this hockey game.
Sarnia's had a good road game in here tonight. They've been in this game the entire 60 minutes, and both goaltenders have played well in here. So a big face-off here with 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go. O'Reilly, Chard out there for the Nationals. Richardson to take the draw against Chard. As the officials having a quick conversation with the Sarnia bench. Puck is dropped, and the Nationals will scrum it, and they win it. And Bowers out there as well. Puck going towards the net. It's going to be a foot race. Going in, and they score, and welcome back Sam O'Reilly. He gets on the board, and I don't know if Bowers got a stick on it. I don't think he did, but nonetheless, that's the icebreaker. O'Reilly gets on the board into the empty net. That is goal number 16 on the campaign.
Tough to tell there, Jeremy. If Bowers did get a stick on it, he was in the vicinity of it, but I don't think he did.
So now with 1:57 to go, the Nationals are up 2. Do you think Sarnia will maybe pull the goaltender again?
I don't think they will here.
Face-off won by the Nationals, and now Duarte has control. As that one deflects off the netting, and so a face-off will remain inside of London territory. Sam O'Reilly out of the lineup with an injury these past few weeks, and he gets right back into this one, and he's able to get, it's an empty net goal, but it's still a goal nonetheless. He gets onto the score sheet.
They look the same way on the score sheet, Jeremy, so I think he'll be happy to take the goal.
You'll take one any way you can. As the Nationals win this one, they get it out. Here's Glavin over to Weingard. Kopchuk takes it now for the Nationals. He'll send that one into Sarnia territory. Dundas tried to stretch the puck, and Sarnia will pull the goaltender once again. Here's Doherty. Loses it, but it gains control. Weingard shot, that one's loose. Slap shot from the point. Again, big save Barry. Sarnia trying to find somebody out in front. Here comes a chance for Zurich to clear, and he's not able to as they'll get it back out in front. Barry's going to hang on and get a whistle as London's going to make changes with 1 minute to go as Sarnia once again has 6 skaters out on the ice.
We'll go back here to the empty net goal, and this could be a big story here. We're looking to see if Rylan Bowers got a stick on that puck to extend the point streak. I don't think he touched it, Jeremy. What do you think?
I don't believe he did, as they recorded the goal as unassisted, so we'll see if the Nationals maybe try to argue that he got a stick on it to see if they can continue the point streak. But as of right now, the point streak will end at 17 as he's been on an incredible run. Glavin, 40 seconds to go here in this third period. Richardson, back to Glavin. Glavin's gonna get this one inside. Takes a hit there by Sanovi, and here's Thompson. He has the puck, takes it all the way, and he's gonna put it into the net.
And that one will seal it.
Certainly will, as Thompson's able to get on the board. And for him, that is his 9th goal on the campaign. Good defense there by the Nationals, and they get rewarded. So now it is a 5-2 game. And even though it is 5-2, you take away the 2 empty net goals, it would still be a 1-goal game, but the Nationals able to carry 2 empty netters here in this third period, and it looks like they will win game number 20 on the campaign, as we are now officially at the halfway point in the campaign. We count down the final seconds here in this game as Sarnia has control. Here's Graham, one last chance here. Moffett shoots it on. Here's McGowan. Backhands it out. And that is going to do it. The London Nationals are going to win their 20th game here at the Western Fair. They now are 5 points clear of the St. Mary's Lincolns. And we will come back for some final thoughts. You're watching London Brewing Co-op Nationals Hockey here on Rogers TV.
I don't care what the law is. I will never be a slave. That word, I hate it. It rests on my tongue like rot.
Peter, how does it feel to get paid for your work?
There are rumors freedom's coming for us all.
Freedom, you know that's all I want.
Chloe, careful. Vrooman would rather sell you across the river to America than let you go free.
Then I'll run.
I've run before. Maybe this time for good.
No! No! Just get her into the boat. No!
Chloe! Chloe, no!
Word of Chloe Cooley's resistance led to Canada's first legislation limiting slavery. After 200 years, slavery was abolished in Canada in 1834.
At St. John Ambulance, we're all about community. We teach life-saving skills and provide community support through our volunteer services. All St. John Ambulance product sales and training registrations support these important services. Volunteer, donate, or enroll in a program today so we can continue to have an impact on our community. Visit sja.ca to learn more. At St. John Ambulance, we do more than save lives, we change lives.
Did you know all the camera operators for tonight's game are volunteers? Rogers TV volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. If you're interested, visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. Nationals win this game 5-2, 2 empty netters here late in the third period. Kyle, what are your final thoughts on tonight's game? A big win for the Nationals.
Yeah, it was, but that was a good game for both sides, because despite a 5-2, there was 2 empty netters, so it was 3-2 game all the way up till the very end. Sarnia played very good defensively here at the Western Fair.
Absolutely, and we'll send it down to JC for tonight's 3 stars.
Thanks, Kyle and Jeremy. With that, the Nationals wrap up tonight's game with a 5-2 victory over the Sarnia Legionnaires, scoring not 1 but 2 empty net goals, locking themselves down in first place. Halfway through the season, 5 points up on the second place team, the St. Mary's Lincolns. As we head into our 3 stars of the game, our third star of tonight's game goaltender for the Sarnia Legionnaires, Ethan Evergard, saving 36 of 39 shots on goal. Our second star of the night, Aiden Berry, saving 33 out of 35 shots on goal. And our first star of the night, Riley Wood, scoring the winning goal and an assist. Thanks so much for tuning in this evening. We will see you next Wednesday when the London Nationals face off against the Camoka Kings, as always, 7 p.m. Thanks so much for tuning in. From Kyle, Jeremy, myself, and the crew, we'll see you next week.
Lakes as a whole today?
There are many different threats and stressors that they face on a yearly basis, and all of them kind of tie back to human disturbance and human interaction. A few of the main ones, like I mentioned before, are development, but there's also garbage dumping and littering. There's also off-leash pets and dogs that can kind of fragment the dunes in those areas and kind of be predators to our native wildlife in the dunes. Excessive grooming and nourishment of dunes kind of alters the natural state of a beach dune ecosystem and can render them useless against extreme weather and climate change. So a lot of the interactions that humans have with beaches can be detrimental, but the nice thing about that is because we're involved in all of those threats, we can also be involved in all of the solutions to those threats, right?
Wow, I like that.
Yes, exactly, right? We're in control a little bit. So I think that, you know, that's something to think about for sure.
Lake Huron is home to how many islands? A, 30, B, 300, C, 3,000, or D, 30,000?
My daughter is 7 years old and has a frenemy. They have play dates that always end up in a fight or tears. This friend bosses her around and treats her poorly, but she still wants to be her friend. What's a parent to do?
I would let them acquiesce to a certain amount, and then, you know, when they're at this age, you still need to be supervising their play dates. So I might step in, not to correct the bossy child, but it's my child that I'm concerned about. I would just expose her to other people, teach her to have a voice, and let her know that she's got options.
I'm Mike Jack. I've broken multiple world records and won several competitions for eating some of the world's hottest peppers. Now, I'm challenging London restaurants to make some of the world's hottest food.
Yeah, speak properly. Oh, how are you doing, man? Uh-oh.
Watch Jack Up the Heat Mondays at 5:30.
Sometimes, for a wish to come true, it takes a kingdom, because together we're stronger. Tied tight, united we stand, in honor of one child's wish, to fuel the fire that will grant many more. Join the kingdom.
Lake Huron is home to how many islands? A, 30, B, 300, C, 3,000, or D, 30,000? Lake Huron is home to over 30,000 individual islands, more than any other Great Lake. Among the largest is Manitoulin Island on Georgian Bay. We hear a lot about litter and plastic pollution in our oceans, but I don't think a lot of people realize that we have those issues in our Great Lakes too, and Lake Huron is one of them as well. I hosted a pickup here at Ipperwash, and one of the most common things we found was, next to cigarette butts, was plastic, whether it was plastic containers, little tiny plastic pieces, or even just plastic sand toys.
Yes.
And I even found a balloon, and I was like,
oh, balloons, don't get me started. Yeah, there is a lot of plastic pollution in the Great Lakes. The thing about Great Lakes pollution that differs from ocean plastic pollution is a lot of the plastic in the Great Lakes is microplastic, which is plastic that's less than 5 millimeters large. And so that ends up, you know, entering our drinking water. So studies have shown that there is microplastics in our drinking water. A lot more research needs to be done, but that's a big thing. And when you think about, you know, the Great Lakes and how they're connected to the oceans, all the pollution here does impact the global ocean plastic pollution issue as well. But like I said, in the Great Lakes, it's microplastics. So it's the plastic fragments you mentioned, which are the parts of the larger plastic that just make their way, they break down and then they disperse. There's also fibers from our clothing that we wash and then that kind of enters the lake. There's also foam particles from like styrofoam cups and containers, as well as nurdles, which are those plastic used for packing. And the other microplastic would be microbeads, which was commonly used in cosmetic products and would be listed as polyethylene on the ingredients list.
It's definitely an issue globally, but also locally, and we have to like stop thinking not in our backyard, because our Great Lakes, you know, feed our drinking water, as you said. It also, we eat fish out of our Great Lakes all the time, and our fish will eat kind of anything that goes near them, and that could be plastic.
Looks like food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a hazard that we have to make sure that we're also looking out for.
For sure.
I also wanted to ask you about Phragmites. So Phragmites is getting a lot of popularity recently in the sense of it is becoming a much bigger issue. And I was wondering if you could tell us a bit about the impacts Phragmites has on our dunes here.
That's something I didn't mention when I was talking about the threats and stressors, but invasive species are probably one of the leading concerns in the Great Lakes. And again, humans have a hand in that. Phragmites, I believe, was named Ontario's greatest threat as an invasive species. There are plenty, but Phragmites poses a unique threat because it is one of the most highly competitive grasses, and it has no natural predators, so it requires human interference to manage it. It can be, you know, like I said, extremely competitive and dense. It can outcompete all of our native species for sunlight, for nutrients, and for space. I think they can grow, you know, 200 stems in a meter squared plot and up to 5 meters tall. And I'm sure you've seen wetlands that have been completely overtaken by Phragmites. And that's a huge problem because Phragmites, with that dense of a stand, can actually alter hydrology in those areas.
Wow.
Right, so that impacts all of the species relying on those areas.
Or even if it's near a cropland, it could affect our crops as well.
100%, yeah.
So like, its reach is never ending.
Exactly.
Another thing I heard while talking to landowners and community members is like how to get rid of it. It's very hard and very particular timing, I believe, when it comes to kind of like spraying or picking it and stuff like that.
I think the biggest thing for landowners, if you find it on your property, because I mean, large-scale projects can be done by municipalities and other environmental organizations, but if you find Phragmites on your property, that's a big deal for you to tackle that as an individual. I think the main thing to become a good steward and tackle issues like this, grand issues like this, is to learn how to identify Phragmites. There's plenty of resources online for that, so do your research, learn how to identify it. And I think the next thing would be to let people know about it, kind of spread the word that it's there and there needs to be something done about it. But in terms of kind of dealing with it yourself, a lot of times you'll have a small population or a satellite population start, and it's kind of encroaching on native plants. And for that reason, it's best to kind of dig out every single individual plant on its own. If it's a small patch, that's easy to do. So all you would do is cut it at the roots. This can be done, you know, on land or in water. It will drown it, or it will just exhaust its energy to keep resprouting on land. So that needs to be done multiple times though. Phragmites, like I said, it's a very aggressive plant, so it has the tendency to resprout. So once you cut a patch and you've cleared it, you do have to go back and double check that the next year and repeat that cutting. Eventually you will exhaust its energy to resprout. It just requires a little bit of consistency and persistence, but
don't get exhausted yourself. Keep going.
Yeah. It can be done. It just, you need to, it's a long-term project to tackle this sort of thing. Phragmites is also allelopathic. So that means that it releases chemicals into its environment that hinder the growth of other plants, which is why it can be so competitive. Not only does it grow in dense stands and quite tall and block out sunlight and outcompete our native species, it literally releases a chemical to hinder their growth.
Never-ending impacts.
Exactly. A lot of invasive species have that characteristic, but Phragmites is one of them for sure. And, you know, when it takes over in a large stand like that, it can displace native plants, but also native wildlife. I think that around 25% of our species at risk in the province are impacted directly by the Phragmites invasion. So it's very important to tackle those satellite populations at the start to be kind of proactive about controlling this invasive plant.
I like to reiterate because some people think that they only impact other plants, but they actually can impact turtles, right? And other species that like crawl along our sands and stuff like that, or around wetlands, because they get so densely packed in, like you said, 200 stems per meter squared. And like turtles can't even get through that, or other species.
I don't know if you've ever walked through a dense stand of Phragmites, but it's impossible for a human.
Right.
Imagine a small turtle or a bird or a snake trying to, you know, slither its way through that Phragmites.
They're thick stalks.
Yes, so it's, it's difficult for us, but it's even more difficult for them.
Now, Holly, I was just wondering if you could share with us how community members could maybe volunteer or get more involved with the Coastal Center?
So I mentioned our restoration program, and shoreline residents can become a part of that program, but we have a few other programs as well. We have our Coast Watchers program, which is a volunteer data collection program all along the coast, including Georgian Bay, because Lake Huron and Georgian Bay are the